It's funny, as Acumatica consultants, we all run into this. You spend like hours getting a process screen just right. All the filters, everything the client wants.
Hmm.
And then, bam, report time comes.
Hmm.
And Acumatica just pulls everything, not just what we picked. Yeah,
Yeah, it's real pain. It shows you like the disconnect, right, between how Acumatica filters data and then what the reports do.
totally. It's like the report has no idea we did all that filtering work.
Exactly. But there are ways around it. That's why we're looking at Premalatha today. She's a software engineer at Tiana Solutions, and she figured out a really smart workaround for this.
Okay, I'm intrigued what you do.
So she was working with this client, right?
Mm.
They had to print invoices, but only certain ones based on criteria from their custom process screen. They had it all set up, filtered perfectly.
Huh.
But then the report, it grabbed all the invoices, not just the ones they'd selected. It's that classic Acumatica report issue.
Ugh, yeah, I've been there. So what was her solution? How did she fix it?
It's pretty clever, actually. She added a custom action button to that process screen. Something like, print selected invoices.
Okay, so she made a specific way to get the report using that filtered data.
Right. And behind that button, she wrote some code. It basically checks the process screen's grid, and it only picks out the records that were actually selected.
So like a double filter,
Mm-hmm.
once on the screen, then again before the report even gets it.
You got it. She's using how Acumatica already works, but to get way more control over those reports.
Okay, so how does that data actually get to the report then?
That's where Acumatica's combined report comes in. It lets you take a bunch of records and put them all in one report, perfect for when you've got that specific selection instead of like the whole database.
Ah, got it. So she used that to make sure the report looked good. No matter how many records were picked on the screen, it all comes out organized.
Right. And get this, her code even checks if anything's selected at all. If not, no report. No more blank pages, just clutter. It's a small thing, but you can tell she thought about the whole experience.
It's impressive. Like using Acumatica's own smarts to solve a problem. And from what you're saying, it sounds like Premalatha, she's got a real knack for this. Tell me more about her.
Well, she's got a pretty amazing track record. Over 250 Acumatica challenges tackled, not just reports, but all sorts of stuff across the platform. Generic inquiries, security, you name it. She's a real problem solver.
250, wow, that's a lot. She's probably seen it all, huh?
Pretty much. And all that experience, it's valuable. And it's not just her. She's part of this great team at Tiana Solutions. They're the biggest services partner for Acumatica, helping businesses really get the most out of the platform. They know Acumatica inside and out.
So if any of our listeners are hitting the same report wall or maybe like a totally different Acumatica roadblock, Tiana Solutions is who they should call.
Definitely. Great resource for consultants, for businesses, anyone. Streamlining processes, fixing issues, even supporting your own in-house people.
Sounds like they're a lifesaver for anyone working with
Yeah.
Acumatica. So how do people get in touch if they need help?
Easiest way. Give them a call. 678-910-2774. Their team's ready to talk about getting your business running smoothly in Acumatica.
Awesome. We'll make sure to get that number in the show notes too. This has been a really cool deep dive. Premalatha's workaround is like proof you can think outside the box with Acumatica. Shows you there's often a solution right there if you know where to look.
I agree. Sometimes a fresh perspective and knowing how powerful Acumatica is, that's all it takes.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like she saw a problem and instead of just going, oh, well, that's Acumatica, she figured out how to use what's already there to make it better. That's the kind of thinking that makes a consultant stand out.
Absolutely. And it makes you think, right? If it works for reports, where else could this custom button thing be useful in Acumatica?
Oh, for sure. Like imagine automating data entry or kicking off certain workflows based on what users pick. So many possibilities.
And hey, if you're feeling overwhelmed or you just get stuck with Acumatica, remember, Tiana Solutions is there.
Exactly. They've got the expertise to make those Acumatica dreams a reality. Don't forget, that number is 678-910-2774.
Give them a shout.
Well, I think we've given everyone a lot to chew on today. Huge thanks to Premalatha and Tiana Solutions for sharing this with us.
It was great to be here.
And to all our fellow Acumatica consultants out there, keep pushing the limits. Until next time, happy coding.